Hi guys, this is Just with your all signs surprise, surprise, surprise. For those of you who are interested in the rest of January and all of February, do check out the link in the description box below for the 2-month future predictions reading. If you would also like a personal reading, do check out the link to the website. Without further ado, let's get into the reading, and we're starting with Aries. So Aries, this is some official business. For some of you, you may be heading to court, finally getting that court date, finally making that decision. For some of you, this is out of your control and you're going to either have to pay up. You may have to kind of speak up, communicate in some kind of way. But this is taking care of business and getting something done once and for all. The thing is that wherever you've been, you may have been holding out from doing this, but you'll see that it's not as bad as you thought. This is actually going to get the ball rolling. So something that you're going to start to do, whether by force or by choice, that kind of gets the ball rolling, and you may start to feel a lot better. So if you've been feeling out of sorts about making a decision or having to face something, you'll realize, or you'll be very pleasantly surprised that it's not as bad as you thought. That's what I have for Aries. Now let's look at Taurus. Before I go, Aries, I would like to say that this could be something where you're finally making a decision to rid yourself of something that down the line you'll be better for it. Okay. This could be quite aggravating and frustrating. I felt that, but the cards weren't coming out. And now I'm getting confirmations with the cards. So whatever this is that you've kind of, like I said, it's been aggravating. It's been kind of worrisome to some extent. It may have been quite the burden for you. You're going to rid yourself of it. And for some of you, this may be getting rid of some addictions as well, and kind of getting out of your way, getting out of the house also, and kind of getting back into alignment. And that's going to be kind of your surprise. That's what I have again for Aries. Now let's look at Taurus. Well, Taurus, you have Thief. Okay. So excuse me. Of course, all of you need to be careful where you come and you go, and watch your emails, watch your valuables, that sort of thing. And this is not to put fear into anyone, but you have Thief. And this is actually a good surprise for you, Tauruses, not what you're expecting. Some of you may have been thinking that you're not so sure if you can trust a situation, a person. You may have been very scarce, very slow to open yourself up, open and give a situation an opportunity. Maybe in the past you have to be cautious, or you've learned a lesson from the past, and it may have made you close up, right? Shut down from people, from situations, almost be a little scary to open yourself up and give people a chance. But I see you doing that. I see you kind of giving people a chance, slowly but surely opening yourself back up, giving people the benefit of the doubt, Taurus, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Some of you can also find whatever has been taken or missing from you. If you've missed something, you can retrieve it. If you were confused, where did you put it? I don't know. You can find it now. So these are kind of good surprises, at least for Taurus. It's a good surprise that you're going to, whatever you've been harboring and feeling down about, or second guessing yourself, not so sure, you're going to be surprised at the results, because it's going to be very good for you. I mean, you still have Jupiter in your sign, so that makes a lot of sense. So surprise, surprise, some good. The results will be better than you expected, Taurus. So nothing to worry about, nothing to concern yourself about. And perhaps for others of you, you can find something that you've been missing. That's what I have for Taurus. Now let's look at Gemini. Well, Gemini, surprise, surprise, things are really going to be going in your favor. For some of you, if you have a court date, if you are going through any court proceedings, it looks good. I'm not giving you any legal advice, so don't look at me. But your cards are suggesting that it's going to be really good for you. You'll find that you're coming into balance, and you may feel like, yeah, you've been here for quite some time. You've been in balance, but you're going to be even more in balance, and you'll start to feel like work is going really well. You have more concentration, more focus. The people that you're working around or dealing with or having in your life, that seems to be going a whole lot better. And you will find that you are overall happier, Gemini. So you're headed toward a better and more sustainable place, a happier place, a more stable place. But do be don't be shocked, because you're going to be really, really busy either at work, or you're going to be super focused on getting something done. And whatever that is that you're focused on and you're cranking it out, it's going to make you really, really happy. For those of you who may have indulged or overindulged, you'll be getting control of that. So this is actually a good thing for some of you, even if we're talking about like an inmate, that sort of thing. Someone could be coming from jail or getting some really great news about that, if that is the case. So Geminis, surprisingly, you guys are headed to a better place where things just really start to feel like it's going your way and things are going in your favor. And you may feel like when you look around and look at your life, that you may say to yourself, I'm quite blessed. If I would have looked at myself this time last year, life wasn't as good as it is now. So surprisingly, you're in a really good, sweet spot. You're getting a lot done, and it may just seem like it's happening effortlessly. Pretty good surprise. That's what I have for Geminis. Now let's look at Cancer. Well, Cancer, some of you have some concerns, okay? And I'm seeing this in many ways. So let's do the bad news, and then let's do the good news, right? That's how I like to take it. So if we're talking about some concerns, it's not the nicest or the happiest concerns, right? There could be some concerns about third party, someone juggling, some outside person. So they're definitely, but if that's the case, someone is well aware of it, well aware of what's going on, and someone is going to find out really clearly that the other person is married in a very committed relationship. Now, that's the first way I'm seeing it. For others of you, though, someone might be getting proposed to. So congratulations out there. Someone's getting proposed to, about to have a baby, realizing that they're pregnant. So a family is being formed. But, surprisingly, you may have met your person, Cancer. You really have. For some of you, you may have met your person. You may be on your way to meeting your person in like a month, 2 months, a year's time. For some, upwards of a year's time. For some of you, you are on the course of meeting your husband. And it's almost like, I guess for men, you may know that right away. When you see her, you'll know that. For women, he's coming. And for couples who are in a relationship, this can definitely speak to celebrating one another. Right. Again, welcoming baby, having some type of a party or celebration as it relates to something like that. Wedding, baby. This also speaks to some of you surprisingly getting into business together. And I see it being really good for the both of you if you get into business together. So it looks a lot better than it is not. It's not, I'm saying a third party, but it doesn't have to be about third party, because even if there is a third party, it's not going to break up these two people. It's not breaking up these two people. They are who they are. And like I said, for some of you where there may be some challenge in this marriage, there can be talks of divorce or separation, that sort of thing. So surprisingly, you guys are going to start to get down to the bottom of what needs to happen as far as your relationship. For some of you, it's going to be really great, and we're expanding, and we're going to be even stronger together, and we're growing. And others of you are looking at this relationship and trying to figure out, where do we go from here? But even in that, there's a great opportunity to fix whatever is broken, wherever there's a problem, great opportunity to fix it and to become one again. So great reading for Cancers. Now on to Leo. Okay, so Leos, this is very interesting. One, some of you have a job on the way. If you want one, there's one out there for you. I do see that. Others of you, this could be putting money into a situation, like you've put money into a business, you're putting money into a business. And for some of you, you're going to be surprised, or you're surprised, unfortunately, that you may feel like you're now a slave to this business, right? You're a slave to it. You can't get from up under it. You may feel like it's taken too much out of you, your money, your energy, your efforts, your time. And again, this is your surprise. You're looking into this, Leo. So you guys are aware where the cracks in the foundation is. If this is a bad company that you're working with, if it's too toxic, if they're expecting too much out of you. Again, some of you are still feeling like your hands are tied. You really, it's not much you can do about the situation. But you may be, again, like I said, trying to be proactive and looking into, how do I get out of this situation? How do I leave? How do I make it better? How do I, save money? That sort of thing, whatever it is for you. So surprisingly, you're going to come to realize you're putting too much energy, effort, time towards something that isn't healthy for you. And you want to leave it behind. You want to let it go. It's creating too much. It's taking too much from you, and it's making you focus too much on it. And it's just not the best way to spend your time and your energy. And you know that. For some of you, you either know that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Some of you, you're well aware of that and you know that. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Some of you, you're well aware of that and you know that. So you're going to be looking into walking away and leaving something behind. And for some of you, you may just up and leave a job. One of these days, just pick up and leave because it's just that toxic. You may be keeping some things to yourself, some transitions and some changes that you want to occur in your life. You could be keeping that to yourself. And for some of you, like I said, you even may have a stalker, like someone watching you and won't leave you alone in the workplace, that sort of thing, or around the work environment. So I'm seeing it in a lot of different ways, surprisingly, Leo, but you're kind of getting that aha moment, that understanding or awareness. And if it's not you, for some of you, it could be being aware, and it could be at your workplace, of someone's bad behavior, poor behavior away from you. So it's something that you're starting to kind of figure out and get some full understanding with, and you can no longer deny the problems that this thing has, or the problems that the situation is bringing on you. Excuse me. That's what I have for Leos. Unfortunately, for some of you. But the good thing is, like I said, some of you can get a job. You can absolutely get a job, and that will help you get out of this place and feeling stuck and trapped. But don't be surprised that it will not be your forever place. It will be some place where you might be able to gain your footing, get some form of control, and then say, okay, now I'm going to leave here, because that place also may not be, it may also be a bit toxic. That's what I have for Leos. Now let's look at Virgo. Virgo, there's some surprising expectations here. You may be surprised. And everybody is kind of getting the same energy, I'm seeing. But you may be surprised. For some of you are trying to have a baby, trying to reconcile with someone, which may have been very problematic. And someone could still be kind of holding back, holding a grudge, that sort of thing. And you're kind of expecting things to go well or better than expected, that sort of thing. So you're surprisingly expecting a situation to go one way, and it's probably not going to go that way. But you're still going to, even if a person doesn't kind of meet you halfway, that sort of thing, I feel like you're going to be the adult and you're going to take the higher road in the matter. You're going to give it time. I feel that you're going to also maybe even surprise yourself, and not let the situation get the better of you, or not get on their level. So if someone is being a bit difficult, I feel you will be the patient one, understanding one, the one that's keeping your eye on what's important. Here is what it looks like to me. You don't want to have to let a situation go. You don't want to have to walk away from it. You don't want to see it change, but it may not be in your control. And I feel, Virgos, surprisingly, you're going to start to accept that for what it is. And that may be the biggest surprise in how you handle it, how you're anticipating it, and that sort of thing. And I am seeing like pregnancy and someone kind of trying to decide if they should spend more money, if they should go another round, that sort of thing. So whatever this is, and it won't be that for all of you, but whatever this is, that you have this expectation and you would like it to go a particular way, but ultimately it's not in your control. The biggest surprise will be how you handle it and your expectations, and that may change your perspective and how you have those expectations, is what it looks like to me. That's what I have for Virgos. Now let's look at Libra. Well, goddamn. It's good to be a Libra. Well, surprise, surprise, Libra. I think you have to remind people who you are. Really. For some of you, there can be some messages of concern that comes your way. And it could be like you have to gear up for a fight. You got to put your foot down. You have to enforce your rules and your boundaries. You really do. And you may feel like, listen, I'm going to do whatever it takes. Even if someone comes up against you, you're going to fight. Whatever this is, you're going to kind of put your foot down, and you're not going to take it sitting down, and you're not just going to accept what someone has to say, what they want to do. No, you're not. So you could be heading to court, or you would have to, like I said, make a stern and firm decision. And this is black and white. This is a no going back type of thing, surprisingly. And out of the blue, it will work in your favor better than you expected. So actually, whatever the surprise is going to be, I guess how it all kind of pans out, how you handle it, the decisions that's made, is working in your favor, is going to work in your favor, because you'll be the one being blessed in it. You know, you'll be the one saved from the fire, saved from the danger, saved from the problems. So yeah, some of you may think that it's something very concerning and problematic, but it's actually going to be really great, and it's really going to go in your favor long term. And whoever's coming up against you, I feel they will be the ones that may have a lesson to be learned, if that makes any sense, at this time. So congratulations, Libra. Right now, you have the best reading out of all 12 signs. Surprise, surprise. Things are going to go your way better than expected. Now on to Scorpio. Well, Scorpio, what do I say other than surprise, surprise? You're dating. If you're single, you won't be for long. If you want to be off the market or just, getting out there, it's time. It's time to just get out there, because out and about, you'll be so surprised what you find. And for some of you, this has nothing to do with like intimate love. This is everything to do about being in the right place at the right time, because opportunities are all around you, Scorpio, pretty much. And that's your surprise. There's a mature man that will come into your life. And for some of you Scorpio men, you could be sent into someone's life, right? But I do see either you're making plans and you're able to move forward. So this man is going to come in to kind of help clear the path ahead of you so that you can kind of move forward. This is someone, if you know him, who will be wooing you, will be very flirtatious, very giving, very fun to hang out with. This is someone that you can expect commitment if you are a single Scorpio. Commitment is here for you. Whether it's a man or a woman, commitment is here for you, but it's slow. It's something where you have to take your time. Take your time with this. And it makes all the sense in the world to take your time, and you want to, because there's so much good stuff when you do take your time with this situation, with this person. There's someone who's coming back. They don't want any drama. No drama. They want to apologize. And this woman has been waiting. She's been waiting for him. So she wants him too, and he wants her. So if this is an intimate thing, this is something that has long-term longevity. It can have longevity, but it's something where both people have to respect each other as the individuals that they are. Because this is a man who, no matter how old he is, he's very youthful. His spirit is very young, and he will date you your whole life. It's that type of thing. And this woman enjoys every bit of it, because he's taking her to places and heights that she's probably not gone before. And really, he is kind of ushering in this level of independence, freeness that she's not felt. And it is different. So, Scorpios, what do you guys have going on? But surprise, surprise, he will be making a big splash. That's what I have for Scorpios. Now let's look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius, well, you have courthouse, as you can see. Some of you are actually going to enter into something with a Gemini or a Scorpio, or you can get out of something, like get into something or get out of something with a Scorpio or Gemini. But as we know, this could be any sign. Now, your message is saying there is an opportunity for some of you to really reach a pinnacle that you've never seen before. Get to a place in life where that you've only dreamt of being and you've wished for. Sagittarius, now is the time to make your wishes. Now is the time to put a plan together. And if anyone is not a big planner, then that may give you anxiety. But just start one piece at a time, making a plan, writing some things down, because you'll be very surprised at what is possible in 2024. But what it will take, what's it going to take is for you to make some sacrifices. Some of you are actually going to be blocked because you're kind of getting away from working with people. Some of you are changing. Sagittarius that I'm connecting with. There's a massive change that's happening to you. And this will be an opportunity for some of you to amicably come together with people. So if you are going to court, if you have a court date, you are going to court, it'll be an opportunity to mediate and come together and get things taken care of. Some of you are going to be going to establish, to either eliminate a business partnership, or reestablish something like that. So something 100% will be changing, but what it will do is change you. And you'll have an opportunity to kind of make your life what you want it to be on your own, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time. So it's a slow and steady process. That's what you have up ahead of you. And that's the biggest surprise, that your goals and your dreams will be reached on your own, one step at a time, and with sacrifice. And unfortunately, for some of you, it is going to be by force. This is all by force. But so for some of you, whatever this is and wherever you're headed to, because it has everything to do with this massive change. And I do feel like it has something to do with Pluto going into Aquarius in a few days. And that actually works in your favor. So guys, this is a great opportunity for some of you to really reach your goals, but you will be blocked from things. So when you start to say, well, it's like, damn, I can't hang out with my friends. Now I can't go here. I can't do this. I can't. It's because your energy, you're being forcibly blocked to help push you or keep you focused on what you need to do to get it done. Because I do feel like there'll be times when there'll be opportunities to kind of drop the ball or fall off track. So that's when that kind of happens to you. But you guys have some great things coming up. Some massive changes that's happening here. Again, like I said, either you're coming together with someone and you're going to be leaving a group of people or someone behind, and you're going to be kind of aligning with one other person. So it'll be you and them. It's a process. It's kind of like this thing where it's like you look at a movie and you'll look at the end and be like, I didn't know it was going to end like that. It's that type of thing. It's like you'll look back and think like, damn, I didn't know it was going to, all this is going to work out like that. It's something like that is what it's saying to me. So surprise, surprise, you're going to be surprised because you won't know exactly, how all of this is going to come about for you. But again, like I said, if anyone has a court date, then this is actually going to work in your favor. If there's any monies that's owed to you, due to you, it's going to take time. Whatever this is, it will take time, but it is going to work you back into a better place, better than you've been before. That's what I have for Sagittarius. Wow, I like that. Now let's look at Capricorn. Capricorn, surprise, 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 especially if you are single. You have a great opportunity to meet a man or go in, or if you're a Capricorn man, it's easy for you to date, meet someone right now if you wish to have them. Let your hair down, open up a little bit. Now's the time. If not now, then by April's time, you're definitely going to be out and about, and you can meet someone that has money, that has opportunity, that could be older, but far wiser than you. Even if you're the older one, this person is extremely established. Some of you also are going to be focusing more on your own goals, making more money than what you have made. Okay. And again, it would not be a bad thing for some of you to align yourself with the opposite sex. For if you're a man, same sex, that sort of thing, and get some type of a partnership going when it comes to business, because that could bode really well for you. I'm here as well. There's someone who has an opportunity for you, I wanted to say Gemini, Capricorn, surprisingly. So don't pass anyone up, and get out there and kind of go after the things that you want financially. If there's something that you've been wanting, maybe it's a good time now for you to approach that. Surprisingly, you'll be surprised. Of how this is all going to work. I also feel like there's going to be opportunities to kind of meet people, date people. You will find that your finances is better. You're going to be even better with your finances. So that'll be a surprise that you'll have more money to do more with. And there's a great opportunity to make more. I just see more money, more opportunities for money. And just by making a move, making a step, kind of putting your foot forward and getting some things done, you will see more money. You will see more opportunity coming your way, Capricorn. So get out there and shake it up and do something a little bit different. That's what I have for Capricorns. Now let's look at Aquarius. Well, Aquarius, aren't you lucky? Congratulations, Pluto is going into your sign. A lot of people say that that's really problematic. I find it to be very empowering, but I guess it just depends. Surprise, surprise, you have a gift. Yes, you have one of the better cards in Kipper. And surprisingly, this gift is going to come with some kind of sacrifice. Like you have to give up something in order to get it, but you will know exactly what you need to do, what you need to give up, how you need to get it. You're going to know exactly what to do. You're very magical and you have a lot of power and you know it. You know it. I do see you have a great opportunity to have a relationship with a Gemini who's very crafty, a Leo who you both there's a very intense connection with you and a Leo. If you're seeing a Leo, we'll be seeing a Leo, or a Taurus. And I feel like there could be a lot of in and out, on and off with you and the Taurus, but I also see that as well. There's going to be an opportunity to get a relationship back on track out of the blue. Someone could come back to you, you go back to them, and then something turns big time real. Like, oh shit, we got married, that type of thing. Like we got back together, we got married, we got back together, we got a baby, we got back together, we got, that sort of thing. So don't expect anything. This fucking gift doesn't have to just be a tangible gift. No, I feel like this is going to be like, I went back to see if they had that house and I got the house. Like anything is possible right now, Aquarius. So surprise, surprise, life is going in your goddamn favor. But again, it comes with some type of sacrifice or some type of having to wait, having to be still, it not happening all whenever you want it to happen, but it's happening. And it's almost like you get to go back and do something, but it turns out right this time. It's something like that. You get to go back to do something or something comes back to you, but it's right this time. So, wow. Everybody has pretty good surprises. I like it. That's why I have Aquarius. Now let's look at Pisces. Well, Pisces, I do see that you have a trip or travels coming up. For some of you, this could also be communicating with people from a distance. You may be turning off your dating app or turning it back on. Just depends on who you are. And some of you may turn it off and you'll come back with a better understanding of how to play the game, because it's something about playing a game. If you're planning on taking a trip, whether you know it or not, you may have an opportunity to go out, be social, spend some time with people, meet up with people you haven't seen, but you won't. Either you will go out, you will go away somewhere, but you may not be able to meet up with the people. You may not have such great of a time, and that may be the surprising part. You also may feel like you really want to clean out the clutter in your life, in your head, that sort of thing. And you may have to start to put a lot of boundaries around yourself and kind of put your walls up a little bit here, but you also will have a good time. So it's kind of, your reading is giving me a hodgepodge, mix-mashy of a bunch of shit of like, you want to go out and have a good time, but you're not going to allow your boundaries to be crossed to some extent. So I do see kind of like you putting your foot down, and it may be the reason why you're distant from people, right? So this can speak to, surprisingly, there's going to be some distance between you, someone, or others, because you are putting your foot down. And I feel you'll have to put your foot down here. In order for you to keep a handle of things is what it looks like to me. I also see you making sure that you take care of your business, Pisces. That's what's going to come up. And you're going to get a lot more clear about what you need to do, how you need to do it. So if you've been confused about anything, don't worry, because you're going to get the clarity. But what comes out of it is you kind of being really strong and adamant about what needs to be done, what you're not going to tolerate, and that sort of thing. And, Saturn is in your sign right now. So that's probably why you're being so serious, but you need to be. So whatever you need to do to safeguard yourself, it will be necessary, but you'll be pleased. Even though, you could ruffle some people's feathers. That's okay. You'll be okay about it. You'll be happy about it. You'll be glad about it. in the long run. You'll be happier that you've done these things. So that's what I have for everyone. Hopefully it's been helpful. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys.